Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adam and this is Adam FPL, and welcome to the Game Week 27 review. And it was a decent week this week. We beat the average again. Last week I also beat the average with 82 points. This week 65. Very decent indeed. Start off in goal, Jordan Pickford 2 points. Robinson came, unfortunately got benched against Wolves. I think that was probably just one of them midweek rotation things. I'm not really too concerned there. Trent came back with a clean sheet. Gabriel Magalhaes came back with a clean sheet and a bonus point. Mikolenko came off my bench, actually a bit of a hero. Isak ended up not playing against Liverpool, so Mikolenko came on with an assist and a bonus point. Very, very impressive. Palmer disappointing at home to Southampton, failure to deliver a return. I didn't captain him, thankfully. I ended up captaining Salah, who only came back with an assist. Kluivert with an absolute wonder goal against Brighton. And Boomo with an assist. Bowen, who was my transfer in this week for Rodgers, came back with an assist and a clean sheet point. And as I call him now, the devil, João Pedro, came back with a goal and 2 bonus points, which isn't too bad. 65 points solid. We're up to 554k. As you can see, since game week 9, I've only had 3 red arrows between game week 9 and game week 27, which is very, very impressive, and it's been a very good spell. Now up to 554k. Let's keep going. We've got the blanks and doubles coming up soon. Now let's go into the game week 28 preview. So I'll start off in goal, Jordan Pickford. Wolves away. You know what? I don't think it's that bad a fixture now. Matheus Cunha has been suspended. I think Wolves without Cunha will definitely be missing something in the attack. And I think the chances of a clean sheet are definitely much higher, which is why I've also started Mikolenko with the double Everton defence. Lewis Hall has a bit of an ankle problem. I think I'm probably just going to bench him this week, and then next week get rid of him for the blank game week. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I've benched Robinson, Brighton away. I think that's more of a tough fixture. So I'm happy to start Mikolenko. Trent, Southampton at home, best fixture in the game, no-brainer. Gabriel Magalhaes away to Man United. Again, I think that's a very good fixture for Arsenal. Happy to start him this week. Then we got Palmer at home to Leicester. He's not going to be my captain this week. I personally think that if you're chasing rank, if you want to go for something a bit different, then captain Palmer. However, Salah has Southampton home this week, and I feel like that is a bit of a no-brainer. However, I think with Salah, there's a chance that he might get benched this week. Now, never say never, but you don't know. You don't know what you don't know, and there's a chance that he could be benched this week. So just take that with a pinch of salt if it does happen. Brian and Boomo at home to Villa. Again, I think that's a good fixture. I think Villa away from home haven't been as good as they are at home, and I'm happy to start him this week. Again, very similar with Justin Kluivert as well. Away to Tottenham. I think Tottenham away is a good fixture. Tottenham defence isn't the best. Then we got Jared Bowen at home to Newcastle. Again, I think with the injuries that Newcastle have got, happy to play him this week at home. And his home record, Jared Bowen at home has done really well this season. Alexander Isak. He's not flagged here, but he did come off limping off in the FA Cup game, so there's a chance that he might be unavailable. That means I'll have 2 strikers unavailable right now. NDI, who's been on my bench for a couple of weeks, going to get rid of him next week. And then Alexander Isak. And then we got João Pedro as well, who's playing Fulham at home. So I have a couple of options. I think João Pedro will start. I think he played really well in the cup game against Newcastle, and I think definitely the manager does fancy him now. I could either go with a 4-5-1 and roll my transfer this week, or I could get rid of Isak this week. The problem is Isak has a double in game week 32. And I also think that he'll have Brentford at home, Leicester away, United home, and then Palace at home as well. So 30-31 are good fixtures. And the next fixture is on the 2nd of April. I reckon he'll be back by then if he is injured. So I'm kind of a bit reluctant to get rid of him. However, if I do, I think a lot of people will be in the market this week for a striker. So in terms of the players that I'm looking to get rid of, I've got 4 free transfers. I'm going to try roll into next week with 5 free transfers. In terms of next week, the players I'll be looking to get rid of, I'm going to bench Isak, get rid of NDI. I'm going to get rid of Cole Palmer, who's got Arsenal away next week. Has a bit of a cash cow. Lewis Hall's going to go as well. And I think it'll probably just be them 3 out of the 5. In terms of the strikers to look at, and which strikers I would say are absolute, I know a lot of people will be looking for strikers this week. So in terms of the strikers that I'd be looking at, if you're in the market for a striker, I think the most obvious one is probably Chrissy Wood. I think City at home is a good fixture for Nottingham Forest, so if you do have to get him this week, it's not the end of the world. But I think next week, that Ipswich away fixture is probably a captainable option as well. Again, 30 United home, I think that's a good fixture as well. So I think he's the obvious option if you're looking for a striker. Obviously, if you have the money to get Haaland if you can. Watkins I'd avoid, given that he doesn't play in Gameweek 29 unless you're free hitting. Johan Weiss, decent option, but his fixtures after 30 turn quite quickly, so unless you're going to wildcard out of it, I wouldn't go for him. Then we got Raul Jimenez. Again, I feel like the fixtures aren't the best for him either. Cody Gakpo has a good fixture this week, but then blanks in Game Week 29. And then, yeah, not many options to be honest. I'd probably say the standout option if you're going to go for a striker is Chrissy Wood. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think if Isak is injured, I might do Isak to Chrissy Wood. If not, I'll try bench Isak. I'll take out NDI. And I've got 5.7 in the back, so I'll do 1 free transfer, and that free transfer I'll use it towards Beto. He's been in form. He'll play Wolves away this week, which I think is a good fixture. West Ham at home in 29, so he plays in 29. And then the good news is, because he's only 5 million, I can bench him in 30, 31, 32 when he has them tough fixtures coming up. So I'm thinking I might do that move this week, which is NDI to Beto, and then I can bench Isak. It's probably the player this week, but yeah, we're in a fantastic position. This has been Adam FPL. Until next time.